This is the first episode of Why Do I Suck since 3.5 came out. So at the end, there's going to be a little 3.5 conversation thrown in. Actually, this could have been a lot longer. This felt like it could have went on for 45 minutes. But I just feel like I'm making these too long all the time. Who wants to sit through it and listen to our beautiful fucking faces? This one has to do with Rob, a Rob player. There's not a lot of resource on Rob, but now there is some. His name is Berto, a.k.a. Doom. We're going to start off with Falcon.
All right.
And I really like being Falcon against characters of Ivysaur's weight, Olimar sometimes, and Rob. Mm-hmm. That's another one. There's like a handful of characters where when you're Falcon, even if the matchup's hard, it's worth it because you can get combos. That's all you're playing Falcon to do anyway.
And I noticed that some people that I play that are Captain Falcon, they kind of get these, not in a sense, but like automatic combos. Like that's what Callum calls it.
Yeah.
There's certain combos that work really well, and I have a hard time against Captain Falcon because of his priority in the air.
His up air is like super dominant,
Jesus
and it comes out fast enough that what are your aerials if I'm below you? You have down air takes forever, nair takes forever, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm coming from below you, I get a free up air, I think, almost every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if I time it right or whatever.
And the neutral air as well. Like if I shoot a top, if I throw a top, one of those neutral airs is gonna hit it, and the top will be ineffective at that point.
Yeah, that's why the top doesn't piss me off as much when I'm Falcon, because I throw out nairs all day.
Damn, I died really quick.
But I do notice, like, my goal in this matchup is just to try to get a combo started, right? So I don't really think about stage position in this matchup. I don't think about edge guarding. I just go, all right, I got to get like a grab, a side B, a nair. I just got to get one hit, and it'll lead to more.
That's probably because you can be anywhere. I should have got that. You could be anywhere in stage like really quick. Like, that's why you don't care so much about.
Right. Like Falco, I need to keep in mind all the time where we are.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm by the ledge, even if I'm not running instantly to the center as Falco, I'm definitely aware of it, and I'm like, okay, when can I hide a move in?
Yeah.
But with Falcon, I just run around. It feels like I'm less worried, you know?
Yeah.
His dashing is so good that I don't know, it doesn't seem like a big deal.
Exactly. And like I feel like a lot of times, that's the side B, like I can't. All its aerials, like, beat it, and a good thing came out of that because I have to get out of the habit of doing a bunch of side Bs. I don't know if you remember, but I used to do it a lot more.
You do it a lot when I'm Falco. But
Yeah.
You don't do it so much when I'm other characters. So, like,
Yeah.
in this matchup, you didn't do it too much, but I try to punish it. It's kind of like when I'm Falcon, if I'm doing my Raptor boost, right, my side B to start things, in the neutral game, instead of as a follow-up or a read, if I just throw them out, that's, like, usually bad because you can avoid them. So there will be a few times, I don't know if it's in this match or other ones, where I'll do a side beat and you'll just dash away and come back and punish.
Yeah.
And I try to do that same thing to your little like tornado type thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you noticed right there, you need my top while it was thrown at you. And it seems like it happens a lot with Captain Falcon. I don't understand why.
He's always got attacks out? I don't know. Wow.
But that's why
I more. What's that?
My goal is pretty much to try and get you off stage. Like, as well with most of your characters, to try and get you off stage and use a lot of top while you're off stage. That Captain Falcon is probably one of the safest characters to like just throw a top out and have it do damage, because it's not like Fox or Falco where the up B will more than likely disrupt it.
Right, and I noticed that later in matches with Fox, you'll probably see it, but like I can up B through the top, it's fine.
Yeah.
But Falcons has a grab box on his up B instead of a hit box, right? So he can grab you if you're close to him for his up B, but his up B doesn't do damage as a hit.
Exactly.
And so that just eats me. It just hits me every time. That top is so pesky overall, but like we were saying, like I don't think Falcon has as much of a problem with it as other characters might. I just feel like I'm always on the move, and I don't let it like bother me too much.
Yeah, exactly.
And he can short hop like the distance of like half a stage. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if you just run and short hop, so I can just go over it and keep all my speed.
Yeah, and not only that as well, but like a lot of characters, with a lot of characters, I would throw the top in like at the edge of the stage, and But I need to be careful when I do it. Like, if I do it right before you land, then that's good. But if I do it whenever you're already on stage, that was gay. Whenever
like that.
I throw it when you're already on this edge of the stage, then you'll just hack stash, and then grab it and then throw it at me and then just screw me up.
Yeah, if I'm already holding the ledge, I'm just gonna like just hop on and wave dash over it together.
Yeah, and that's like one of the few characters like where I can't really do it, because most characters I can still somewhat do it, like, and I'll know when to punish right afterwards. But with Captain Falcon, I have a lot of trouble.
Well, it's I think with Falcon, it's like his mobility. His mobility and you actually get auto comboed for once.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I'm Spaceys, everyone auto combos me. In this matchup, I feel like there's a few things you can do that I can't get away from. Like, once you hit me with one thing, you get to do B and then C. I don't know if that's true or not, if I'm just bad.
No, like, I feel like I actually can't really do much, especially against this character right here. And once I get shield pressure, since I now that I got a bigger shield, like, I want to shield more, but there's nothing I can do out of shield. Like, I have a horrible wave dash.
I was hungry.
The only thing I can do is glide toss out of it, so I have to have a
that's why you throw them down a lot. I noticed. So that's just as like I'm throwing it down so I can do what I need to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because it'll hit you. Since it has a little hitbox, it'll hit you, and I'll manage to get away. But I need to make sure as well, like, that I do it right, because against the shines, and I'm screwed.
Well, I'm looking at this, right, and I noticed, like, what you do a lot is obviously not out of shield. Wait, what is fair out of shield stupid? Because fair is fast?
His fair is fast.
When obviously it's positional, it's not every time. But
yeah, it's just getting out of. Well, I guess I could try and do that more often. That is something that I don't do that much. Sometimes I get into the habit of just down smashing out of things.
That's what I was gonna bring up. But you can't like down smash out of shield exactly. But you'll like definitely down smash in a lot of close quarter situations. And I felt like embarrassed at one point because I'm like, I'm supposed to just DI up and get hit by like one or two of these tops. One or two of these.
And see, that's one of his best moves, but it's very, you can easily get out, not easily get out of it, but you can get out of most of it and be safe.
I feel like too many times I'm doing something else when it starts and it's so fast I don't adjust my DI in time. And I feel like that's something like if I played Rob all the time, I feel like I'll be better about little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because every player is different, but like learning little things like the move and like how to DI out of that move. It's smash DI up and DI up.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
You're gonna get out in a couple like little ticks of it. But like that was me trying to get out late though. So I and then I go up.
Yeah. There's one thing that I have to do every single time, and sometimes I try and catch you off. Oh, right there, I like edge guard you. Yeah, I have to try and catch you off guard. That's why, like, now I try and mix it up more with forward air, and mostly forward, because the forward air seems to throw you a little bit further down, further away. And sometimes people will try and like DI a certain way because they'll be expecting the down throw, because that's the one that like actually gives me automatic combos.
So you'll do a forward throw real quick, because it's so fast,
and especially
and it's at that angle against fast fallers where they just sink to the bottom.
Oh, right there's what I did that.
Oh, we did. Damn it! This match is like, man. This matchup's really fun. They beat the hell out of each other. I think.
Yeah, because I think we both easily punish each other. That's another thing as well. Like, if I have a fully charged laser, I will try more to get you off stage.
Because if you're spacey, laser me right
yeah, exactly. That adds a lot. And it actually, with this update, that's one of the things that did get a buff. I think it does more damage, and it says that the knockback was also changed in order to kind of match the damage. So there's a little bit more of a knockback on the fully charged laser.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like when you're gonna laser me, sometimes I'm like, okay, he's gonna laser me, so wait, don't like jump. And then you'll wait and you'll laser me like a second later than I expect. I'm like, man, I could have jumped.
But you also started kind of like waiting for it a lot more now than before. Before, I would just throw you out and just get you right there. That's one of those automatic combos.
Yeah, like in that matchup when you laser. And another thing I'm not doing I don't know why I'm not doing this. I'm not DIing the laser a lot of times because I'm just like, okay, I'll just eat this laser and then come back. I'll have to save my jump for after it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean don't DI it. Like, I'm literally not doing anything. I'm just holding my controller, like, waiting for it.
That's kind of what happens whenever I just start getting pillared.
Well, I don't want to push up preemptively and waste my jump.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I suck.
I try to do that as well whenever you guard me with a bunch of lasers. And that's the other thing about Falco is I'll get stopped a lot in my aerial approaches with the lasers.
Well, that's why Sheik beats Rob. That's one of the main reasons. Because the angle, the jumping needles are going to fuck Rob's recovery way more than my lasers.
Yeah, exactly.
Lasers are harassing, but I feel like the needles are detrimental. Like, you're going to die.
Sometimes I feel like I can react faster after a laser than I can a shield. I don't know if it's just my mentality, but like even then I noticed with you, whenever I would reflect your lasers, you would like always like just automatically like just jab a lot faster than I feel like you should. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the thing is, sometimes when I laser and you are coming in with your side B, because that's what you do a lot against Falco because it reflects. Mm-hmm. But as I'm lasering, I go, fuck, he's going to... Like, I realize it, so it still happens. But laser doesn't have hit stun, really. You just pauses you. It just refreshes you. So if you're ready for it, it doesn't hinder you that much.
That's true.
It works good against people who aren't used to it because they'll be stunned for a second.
Yeah.
But that's the player stun, not the character.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, if you hit me with that laser back, like when people power shield me, I'm like, you think that's going to stop me from shooting you all day? Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I got the actual gun. Like, yeah, you hit me with one, but I got a whole bunch more. I don't know. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. That's why I let it run into another match. I ledge hop double laser a shit ton against Rob. Because one, because he's huge, and two, because I don't think you're ever going to sit there and punish me for it. I don't know if that's you as a player or if Rob's options, but like a lot of people, they know that if I double laser from the ledge, my first laser is high. So if there's someone short, like Meta Knight, I won't do it anymore because I'll just get down tilted or forward tilted out of it. Any character who's like Falco's height or shorter, I don't like to because they'll just get in and punish me before the second laser comes out. But with you, I noticed, I don't know if you weren't aware or if you didn't have better options, but I would do it a lot to you and it would work. So that side B is what I do if I'm panicking that you're going to come hit me. And so if you're coming this way, I'm going to ledge up side B or wall kick side B. But if you're like waiting a little bit, like you're going to try to like hit me, then I usually will double laser from the ledge. And it always was hitting you like every time.
I think with that, like I just didn't. I noticed that you were gonna do it because you did that both here and what was it, Distant Planet, and so I would try and throw out a top to try and stun you enough for me like to do another attack.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But sometimes I would try something else and it didn't work. But my overall goal, whenever you're coming back, is to hit you with an actual top. And then try and do something else because after that you have enough of a stun for me to like be able to either forward air fair or neutral air, which at that point, see, like right there.
Oh yeah,
like I knew you were gonna try and do that.
Such a like glass cannon Falco is. Yeah, I don't know. That's just one thing I noticed a lot of was getting away with. When you're coming back from the ledge, I don't know what your patterns are. So sometimes I'll just charge smash attacks when you're covering. But when I'm Falco, I feel like everyone should know what I'm doing from the ledge. I don't know if that's just because I'm me, so it's easier for me to know. But I feel like everyone should just guess. Let's move on to the Fox one. But yeah, I feel like everyone should not even guess. I feel like everyone should have a read on me by now when I'm gonna chart up laser or ledge hop laser, and when I'm gonna like side B or nair or whatever.
Yeah.
But in this matchup, it's totally different. Like you have the same offensive options, like follow-ups and everything, because I'm the same weight. But I'm playing way different. I'm trying to dash dance, which is really hard against Rob for me. And I don't have something that stops you. So my lasers, you can like reflect them, but you don't care to. I know.
Yeah,
you're just like, I'll take that and come hit you. And
yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, it makes it harder.
I won't do it as often in this matchup just because I'd rather just approach you.
Yeah, and it's worth it to eat a few lasers to be able to come get me.
Yeah, exactly. Especially now, this new update, they kind of added more of a lag. Like, I think they added 5 more frames to his side B, like whenever you can act out of it. So to begin with, like,
oh, you mean they made it a little better?
No, they made it a little bit.
Worse.
So like, I can't act out of my side B out of that as fast as I could in 3.0.
Okay, I get that.
And even then, like, the reason I do that is just because I don't do it as much because I need as much time as I can against Fox.
Yeah,
and I can't. And even then, like sometimes I have a hard time just even pulling out a top against characters like him and Captain Falcon. Like I want to have one out at all times, but
you don't want to pull one out.
Yeah,
right?
but by the time I pull one out and like let it go, it's just I'm gonna get fucked. More than likely, something bad's gonna happen at that time.
Well, that's the thing with Fox. My new thing I've been trying to do lately is like stay really close to people a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never trying to be, because I used to be really bad at dash dancing. I've been focusing on it so much lately, last like month now. And so with my dash dancing, I'm noticing that when I wasn't thinking before, I would just dash left and right without thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ending up further away from you than I want to be as Fox. So now I'm trying to dash dance right within your range to tend to. Do something, and then I try to predict from there. The only thing is your laser, but more importantly your top, like disrupt that completely. What I was saying earlier about Falcon, I can just short hop over one and keep my mobility.
Yeah.
But like with Fox, like I can do that too, but I feel like the whole strength of my Fox is dash dancing.
Yeah.
And if I have to jump over it, I'm now in the air, and I only have so many options.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the life right before that. When you were coming back, I actually fully charged the top. And so I used to do it more, but I haven't done it as much because now, like, what I'll do is like I'll grab a top and I'll jump up and then I'll just air glide, what's it called, AGT, like the toss down, and I'll go up to kind of give me more time.
Right.
But with Spaceys, what I sometimes try and do is like fully load top, and then just get you off, and then throw it off because it has actually more momentum and more of a knockback.
No more knockback, yeah.
And that way, if you like still recover, I can do more. I have a lot more options that I can just guard you with.
I didn't used to like. I definitely knew that when you charge it, it's stronger at the top. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, it never hit me that when you're gonna throw it off stage, sometimes I'm like, okay, if I eat this, I can still recover. Like so, if like I'll cover it, I'll go to an angle where I'm like, you might hit me with the top, but I might beat it, and it's not a big deal because I'll live. But I'm like, I didn't notice that you fully charged it one time, for example, and it'll like fucking hit me way away. Like, wow. I don't know. It's something I should be more aware of too when you're fully charging it, because like it takes them a while.
Yeah,
I should be noticing that and taking note.
Right there, I was just trying to like get you to come to
that you threw it down over and over. Right?
Yeah, I didn't know when to throw it. I was trying to like be wary about that.
When I get like when I'm having trouble dash dancing a character or some character that, like they're not good to dash dance against because they'll beat me. What I do is I stay out of your range and I jump a lot, and I'm trying to like get you like come in and get me, and I want to back air, or so I'll usually be facing away, or if I'm not back airing, I just want to like do empty jumps and like dash away or something.
Yeah.
But so I was trying to bait you in by full hopping over and over, like, oh look, I'm vulnerable, but I knew my distance, so I'd see you coming. And you were trying to throw the top down over and over, like wave dashing around. We were just like, eventually one of us is gonna come in. Look at us trying to be patient. We're aggressive players.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't really work out for us. That was fun. That was a fun match.
Dude, we played an hour and 40 minutes, and it felt like about half hour. Like, it felt really fast. I don't play Rob enough. I don't play you enough. It's like, I don't know. I feel like you're my rival. We always are going to go. I have no idea who's going to win whenever I play you.
Whenever we played like 3 times, and like each one you got closer and closer to beating me. But I would always tell myself, I'm like, damn it, Kenny's better than me. He's gonna beat me one day, and then
you beat me the first like 3 times we played.
Yeah, and then the one character that you would use that I always felt the most comfortable against was Mario. So whenever you actually beat me with Mario, like it completely just like threw me off guard. That rest.
Yeah, I went through like a 2-week period of like I'm just gonna go Mario because my tech skill's bad, and I'm just gonna pick Mario instead because it's easier.
But then you beat me with Captain Falcon right afterwards. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
You destroyed me with Captain Falcon, and I think after that I was like because then I went to Farmer's Fight, and then I got destroyed. I didn't get destroyed, but I got beat by Captain Falcon as well, and I'm like, God damn. Like Captain Falcon's just like after that I was like I got to work a lot more on Captain Falcon.
Yeah, well I remember we played after that set, and I think Mario one match and you beat me, and then I was like well now I'll try the Falcon, and you beat that too, and I was like I suck, like I just got lucky.
No, that was the match after the week after where like you went Mario and Captain Falcon. And I think
I was trying to use people I'd beaten you with recently. Like I beat you with Mario, then I beat you with Falcon, and then you beat my Mario and Falcon. I'm like, okay, cool. I think sticking to spaces against you is what I'll do. I've been on like I gotta keep honest lately, But it's pretty fun to play on him. I don't know. Any final thoughts? Any extra shit?
No,
I could probably keep talking for like 20 more minutes, but I don't think anyone gives a shit at that point. Like it's
I think Space is a lot of fun just because I can. The thing about Rob is like he's a really gimpy character, and I can go. I think whenever we were playing, you were like, "Oh, I just remember not to go that deep against you," and that's the one thing that I can do a lot, but I don't have any out of shield options, and that's what sucks, and that's why I have a hard time against Spaceys, but I also really enjoy playing against Spaceys because if I get you off stage, then my goal is just to not let you come back.
And it's fun giving people. And
it really is.
But I think it's like I can fuck you up on stage a lot with Falco, so it makes it equally fun for me. Well, the thing about going deep, I want to say last too, with 3.5, they made it like the characters with good recovery have bad recovery at the same time. It's like you have good enough recovery with Rob that you can go super deep for Gimps. Like, you can go so fucking deep and get me and make it back. But if I have you off stage and I'm edge guarding, your recovery doesn't seem so good anymore.
No,
it's the same with like people like Sheik. How Sheik can go super deep, but if Sheik's using that same recovery to actually get back against an opponent, it's hella hard.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about that is like to begin with, like it's a good recovery, but at the same time, it's one of those that's like a gift and a curse. Like it'll do really well against most characters, but as you can tell, like I have a really hard time against characters like Ivysaur and Sheik, and it's just because their priorities in the air just are so much better than mine, and unlike most characters, I don't recover my OB. So like even if someone misses their edge guard, if they hit me once, that's already less of a percentage that I have of getting back. And I used to also like, I don't know if you remember, but like a lot of the matches that we were playing, I would try and dodge out of my last one, and now that I can't do that, like that hurt me in a sense. Yeah. And I've seen a few people kind of like say that that Rob's recovery is really linear. Like there's only a few options that he can do. So it's like
he can
really
go up
good
or sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
3 times total.
Exactly. So it's like I don't have that many options, which not a lot of characters do. But it's like he's gonna go either here or here, and if he doesn't have a top, then he has even less of a chance to do anything. His laser, although it's good, he can only shoot it once. If you already shot it once, you have a few frames to do something, and even then, it's just like it takes a while to get back. So if I'm about to shoot a laser and you're Captain Falcon and you run towards me, you're more than likely gonna land that up air before I actually get to shoot you with a laser.
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes it'll hit and you'll still hit me, and the up air is gonna win.
Well, Falcon's another example of that too. What I was saying is like what people are saying about 3.5 is like you has good enough recovery that he can go deep. He can go out there and up air you out of your recovery.
Yeah.
So it's like I can edge guard Rob with Falcon, but if I'm the one recovering, my recovery doesn't feel so good all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can top the shit out of me, like we were saying earlier.
Exactly.
I don't know. I do feel like they wanted this game. They wouldn't use this terminology, but they wanted it to be like less gay.
Yeah.
So more than balancing it, they took away stuff that like might be abusable.
That kind of didn't make sense. Which like, everybody's gonna be a little bit salty about all the little nerfs, and it kind of hurts about the whole like not being able to
air
dodge out of my last one. But it absolutely makes sense.
It does.
Design wise, it makes sense because I don't think a character should be able to do that.
Game & Watch can't do it either.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
Another thing too is like you said, your side B is like a little bit less abusable because they made it so it takes a little bit longer for you to be able to do something out of it. PK Fire doesn't detonate on shield. Like all these little things, I feel like was to make the game feel less, so nobody feels like they're getting like cheesed all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm happy about. So plus my characters are awesome.
Oh, dude.
So now it's just
gonna be the reign.
I almost want to pick up a worse character so I have an excuse because like I'm not as good as my characters. And I'm not. What am I going to start winning all these tournaments? No.
Hey, you did really good this past tournament. No, but
3.5 edition.
Yeah. Another thing as well that they changed that I've seen people complain about, and I can kind of see it, but I do less damage now with my boosted aerial attacks because before I would do 2% and now I do 1%. And they said it's
boosted aerials. You mean if you side B forward air or something?
If I side B forward air, that's actually a little bit more knockback and a little bit more percentage than just a regular forward air.
Okay, that's
why a lot of times whenever I down throw you and I plop you up, if you go high enough, I'll try and do my up B instead of a jump. One, because it's faster than my actual jump, and then two, because I'll get more of a knockback and more percentage. But now
I didn't know about that though.
Yeah, now I'll actually kill a little bit later because of that 1%. So like each attack that I do out of my boosted does a little bit less and less damage than it used to in the previous versions. So now it'll take me a little bit longer to actually kill someone.
But you know what? Again, I think that's just them trying to make everything feel better across the board. With nerfing everyone's recovery, a lot of stuff like that got kind of like pushed back, like very slightly, like not enough for everyone to be mad about, but enough that everyone kills like a little bit differently.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a gimp heavy like era of PM, I think.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like the Sheiks are gonna be like
they're gonna be
going fucking ham. Like
it's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be each era is a little bit different, so that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for 3.5.